something interesting, man. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, if I could have like a jambalaya meal every single day, I wouldn't care. Like, just give me a
jambalaya.
Yeah, like,
do you eat a lot of jambalaya?
No, but I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't mind it because it's just everything mixed with everything, and it doesn't really need to be anything else. I feel like that makes a dish so much simpler if you don't separate them out, right? Like, being able to just eat a meal, it's like a plate of everything combined. It's like, oh, I don't have to worry about, like, you know, eating the steak and then eating the broccoli and then eating, you know, the mashed potatoes and stuff. I just put it all together. It's pretty good anyway, to me. You know, they're on the plate together to complement one another anyway. That's how I see food. But I know
that's a great way to look at it. Coming together in harmony to make your mouth orgasm.
Well, that's the main goal of food, is to, you know, get your tiddlywink up. You know? It's pretty good stuff. So, you know, another reason why I love cooking. That doesn't make any sense.
So you can get mouth orgasms?
Yeah, so I can give myself a good old splooge.
Good old mouth chub.
Good old mouth chub. My tongue gets so hard. It's so weird. It's like an old piece of gum that's been chewed on for a couple of hours, and it's so tough. That's my tongue.
Have you ever seen that episode of that woman who could only eat potatoes? Like cheesy potatoes?
Episode of what?
It was like, what is it called? Like, it was like My Weird Obsession or something like that.
Oh, My Strange Addiction.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And, you know, you kind of feel bad for her because she was like really struggling to eat anything outside of like cheesy potatoes or like whatever, anything that had fries with cheese with it.
Dude, I remember that. I remember watching that episode, and she was like, they gave her veggies, and she was like gagging. She could not eat it.
I mean, her husband kind of set her up for failure. He started her out with like a Brussels sprout and was like, here you go. That's like kind of pushing you in the deep end. I would have given her like maybe a piece of corn or a carrot.
Yeah, dude.
You know, something a little less abrasive than a fucking Brussels sprout.
Dude, that's like, if you're, all right, anybody who's anybody, do not try and do this to anybody before I say this. But if you're trying to like get somebody hooked on drugs and that's being like, here's heroin, you don't do that. You don't. That's not a starter drug. Like, you're just gonna like, I don't know. But
give the woman something that she at least, like, maybe like a vegetable with cheese on it. Like, slowly introduce her. He's just stuffing lettuce. Fucking
just put lettuce on a burger. It's nothing, dude.
Yes.
It's
well,
nothing
she doesn't
but
eat
texture.
burgers though.
Oh, I didn't know
she
that.
doesn't eat anything other than, so it's like you could give her, you know, a peanut and it would be weird for her probably. But like, you know, Brussels sprout on the first go, that's, you know.
Dude, you got a weird peanut thing going on? Get the fuck out of here. I love peanuts. Fuck me up with a good peanut.
I love peanuts. Like I said, peanuts are amazing.
That's right.
You like to get fucked up by a good cashew.
Oh, yeah. Bringing it on back to my good old cashews.
But in her head, nothing compares to cheesy potatoes.
I mean, that's fair, though. Like, if you really think about it, like, a good baked potato, like a loaded baked potato, bring it on back to Texas Roadhouse. Sponsor us, Texas Roadhouse. Bring it back. Give me that sweet, sweet baked potato goodness. I get it. No, I get it. Like, if you could choose one thing to have for the rest of your life, I get it.
That's a good one to pick.
Right?
If you could eat any food for the rest of your life, like if you were too afraid to eat anything other than the one item, what would you pick?
Sushi, hands down. I would eat sushi for the rest of my life.
Oh, okay, well, is there a certain type or just any kind?
Honestly, any kind. But it has to be specific, though, to answer the question, right? Because it's like, that's the whole point. sushi is so versatile in and of itself. So,
Yeah.
oh, something I would like never get sick of? Probably spicy tuna, spicy salmon sushi.
Spicy.
I'm a big spice man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never had sushi before. Maybe that's one of my irrational fears.
Do you not like the idea of the raw fish?
It kind of reminds me of like the penguin in Batman Returns when he's just eating the raw fish split open from the belly.
Oh, fucking Danny DeVito, man.
I kind of get that vibe from the whole sushi experience, but it looks nicer.
That was Danny DeVito, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what a weirdo.
Oh, dude, that movie was awesome. The scene where he fucking bites the dude's nose. It's like, not a lot of reflective surfaces in the sewer.
So
like,
stupid.
And then fucking Penguin's like, could be worse. My nose could be gushing blood, and then fucking bit him.
That is so weird. That's so weird. All right. I know one of your favorite words, Jake. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure one of your favorite words is papa, correct?
I love a good papa. It's very versatile. You could be like, hey, papa. Or you could be like, hey, papi.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, papaphobia.
Oh,
how do you feel about papaphobia? This is a real thing, and it is the fear of the Pope.
What?
Yep.
Why would anybody be afraid of the Pope? He's old.
Well,
he sits in a glass case.
Yeah, but you got to think, people who are super religious, he is the biggest proponent. He is the direct connection to the man upstairs. He doesn't like you. Big old Jesus and big old Papa don't like you.
Could you imagine being blocked by the Pope on Twitter? What do you have to say, do you think, to get the Pope mad?
You'd have to say a lot of stuff to get the Pope mad.
Do you think he's trained like one of those like British guards where you can't make him laugh?
No way, dude. He's a real person. He's not like one of those people.
So he can actually talk? He's not like a mime?
No. He's because he is like this central icon. I think they usually pick somebody who is more like open to things. Like I can't speak for the whole like Catholic Church and anything, and I don't really want to get into any of that. I don't want to say anything that's incorrect or whatever, but I don't know, maybe they're afraid of him touching their bungholes or something. I don't know. You never know.
Yeah. Poping ain't easy.
Poping ain't easy, baby. That's what he has on his nice silk bed robes. He's got it just says it on his back. Poping ain't easy. It's a purple robe with yellow lettering. But that's the fear of the Pope. Fear of the Pope is not good. People even have this weird fear of it's called Uranophobia. It's the fear of heaven. How are you afraid of heaven?
Well, if you're the devil, or I guess if you've done really bad shit, maybe you fear heaven.
I don't know about that. Why would you be afraid of heaven if you've done bad stuff? That's like the ultimate goal, right?
No, yeah, but maybe they're afraid of going there only to be rejected.
Ooh, that's fair.
That would be my thinking, but, I also, take some liberties from Little Nicky. I mean, if you've ever seen that movie, heaven looks pretty awesome. Hell looks like it, is also pretty awesome. So, I don't know.
I haven't seen that movie in a while, so I can't really speak that language all too much.
Movie alert!
Oh,
sounds like we need to watch a movie alert.
A
movie. Movie review time. Everybody, for next week's homework assignment, go watch Little Nicky.
That's the one with Adam Sandler, right?
Yep.
And he's like, what is he? He's Lucifer's son?
He's one of Lucifer's sons. He's the one that got hit in the face with a shovel.
What the fuck? That's so weird.
That's how he talks. My brother Cassius, he hit me in the face with a shovel. You like that?
Love me a good Adam Sandler movie.
Thank you. He doesn't make although Uncut Gems was pretty good. He hasn't, I don't know, his 90s movies seemed better.
Well,
Does that make sense?
Here's my thing. I think I have a little bit of Sandler-Phobia. I'm afraid of anything new that he's going to put out. Because you're right, there's just something about these movies that just don't sit well with me.
Sandler-Phobia, he says.
Sandler-Phobia. It's just not. There's something about these new movies that just suck ass. That's it. That's it. They just suck.
Yeah.
There's just something about them that just is so off-putting and just like...
It's like trying to watch your dad make a movie.
That's exactly what it is. It's exactly
like he got the
what it is.
VHS camcorder out on his fucking shoulder. Hey kids, get up over by the pool. We got cake and presents.
Well, it's kind of like that, but did you see Grown Ups? That's like kind of a newer one of his.
Oh yeah.
So
he gets all his buddies and they are funny.
Yeah, like that's the premise of like all of his new movies. It's like all of his friends get together and they're funny.
Right. Boomer
Whatever.
Vacation.
Yeah, it's basically Boomer Vacation cuz like for anybody who doesn't know the premise of Grown Ups, it's basically Adam Sandler and all of his comedian friends in real life. They are friends in a movie and take all of their movie families on a vacation together because like some, connecting force between them all passed away. And it's like, oh, let's reminisce. Let's reminisce about our good times as kids and like teach our kids that, being kids was fun back in the day.
They all seem to have really hot wives.
They all just have really...
How did that happen?
I don't really know. That doesn't really make sense. I get Adam Sandler's character is like he's a multimillionaire and everything, right? So, whatever.
I guess that would help pulling Selma Hayek. She is a hot tamale.
Right, but like... there's just something about that movie that is so off-putting, and there's multiple lines in that movie that I'm just like, oh, just shut the hell up. Like, just, okay, Boomer, like, shut up. There's one line that, like, they're all sitting outside, and it's like, what's everybody sitting inside for? It's a beautiful day, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, if I had a fucking penny for every time I've heard... a boomer say like, we used to suck on nickels for fun. I'm like, you had a pretty fucking boring life then, let me tell you. That sucks. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be sucking on nickels for fun. Are you shitting me?
I don't think they sucked on nickels, though.
I don't know what they did. I've heard something like that.
They probably, whittled and churned butter and...
made fun of the local Amish.
Yeah, they sound like they're Amish, but they're not.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like a whole different world, man. And maybe that's why I don't think it's funny. Maybe that's why I don't get it. Is because it is like a very
we just need to get older.
Movie. But like
we just need to get older. That's all it is. We just need to we haven't experienced the boomer mentality.
I don't want to. I really don't.
Nobody wants to, but it just happens. Inevitably, everybody gets boomer brain. Everyone does.
Now that's a fear that I have is boomer phobia.
Certain level degrees. I'm not saying everybody's gonna get old and be like racist and shit, but like, you get boomer mentality where like, oh, I'm older, so I start to give less fucks and, things like that.
Well,
so maybe when they made that movie, they're like, I don't care. I'm gonna conquer my irrational fear of rejection and make a boomer movie.
Make a boomer movie. Yeah, that movie's weird. All of his new ones are weird. So this is definitely a fear that boomers do not have, and I'll tell you right now, I know that boomers don't have this fear, is